Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call!
I'm gonna be late for class.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
Late for shows.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimble to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class Movie Review Edition. I'm your host for today, Joseph.
I'm Peter.
And this week we are reviewing Best Picture nominee F1 the Movie. The movie is in the title.
Yeah,
F1
F1 the movie.
The movie.
Not to be confused with
The F1 the TV
F1.
show.
Yeah.
F1 the book.
F1 the racing series.
And they made a whole racing series based off this movie.
I know. That's even bigger than making a video game based off the Gran Turismo movie.
I know.
What brings you stateside?
I need a new driver. My team is in last place. My number 2 is a rookie, and if we don't turn it around, I lose the team.
We all lose our jobs if you can't pull off a miracle.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
They're saying
Good line.
Johnny Hayes isn't a has-been. He's a never was.
This thing can be your legacy, an F1 champion. What you always wanted, right?
You're making a mistake of thinking that I'm just going to bend the knee to an old-timer. I climbed a mountain to get here, bro.
Formula One is a team sport.
I never should have pulled you into
He
this.
doesn't listen.
You're off the team.
Why are you here, Sonny?
If the last thing I do is drive that car, I will take that life.
F1 the movie, directed by Joseph Kosinski, something like that. Joseph Kosinski, director of Top Gun Maverick, just like the trailer said. Born May 3rd, 1974. Who also directed Oblivion with Tom Cruise, Spiderhead.
That's a weird movie.
Yeah. This is a movie starring Brad Pitt as Sonny Hayes. We got, I was about to say Guillermo del Toro. Javier Bardem as Ruben Cervantes, Damson Idris as Joshua Pierce, Carrie Condon as Kate McKenna. And those are essentially the four main players of this story. And it follows a retired Formula One driver who comes out of retirement to mentor and team up with a younger driver. That's your one sentence synopsis.
Just like Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, exactly. Old man comes out of retirement. He was once like a seasoned professional.
One of the best.
Professional. One of the best. Comes back via Javier Bardem's character, who's like the manager of this F1 team.
Yeah.
And they were like best buds back in the day.
Yeah, racing bros.
They raced against each other. And
bros. They were bros.
Yeah, he wants Sonny Hayes, who's Brad Pitt's character, to teach this young guy, who's played by Damson Idris, Joshua Pierce. And that's essentially the premise of the movie. And F1 is the setting, and we're going through all these different countries, seeing all these different races, and in this specific team that has not qualified ever for anything. They've never won.
They never won.
They've
They never even hit top 10, which gets you points.
Yeah,
in 2 years.
And so that is the reason that Sonny Hayes is coming out of retirement to team up. And I have very little knowledge of racing, F1.
Yeah, what is F1, Joseph?
There's cars involved. There's people and driving the cars.
Formula One is a type. It's like a format of racing.
Yeah.
It's defined based off of the car that they drive.
Mm-hmm.
So you've heard of NASCAR,
Yeah.
which stands for National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing.
Mm-hmm.
And a stock car is that type of car. It looks kind of like a car. That's why they call it stock, because it's like based off of a Malibu or an Impala or a whatever. But they're nothing like that.
You wouldn't see that car on the road.
No. But it's evolved from that. That's what it is.
Yeah. And unlike NASCAR, it's not just an oval shape track. It's a sort of more windier oblong shape. That are all different. All the tracks.
Yeah, the tracks are very different. And Formula F1 stands for Formula One, but there's F2, there's F3, F4.
Oh, really?
FR, FE. FE is the newest one. That's Formula Electric, where they don't use gasoline powered cars. They use electric cars.
What's 4R? Reverse?
It stands for
or FR.
Regional, I think.
Oh, I was like,
Formula Regional.
I was hoping they would drive in reverse.
Yeah, that's cool. And then here's the funny thing is, that sounds like a joke, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some Alabama dirt track out somewhere that does reverse racing.
Yeah, because
there's every type of car or mode of transportation that has wheels on it and an engine probably has a series for it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a race that I see sometimes. It's trucks or cars pulling a trailer like a camper behind it.
Oh, okay.
And then there's figure 8 tracks. You've heard of a circle track.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine they're crossing in the middle.
Oh God.
It's like a cross between a NASCAR race and a demolition derby.
Yeah.
And then there's of course the demolition derby, which is always a crowd favorite.
Not a race. You're just trying to destroy each other. Right?
Yeah.
Or are they racing at the same time?
No. It's like basically like last car standing.
Oh, okay.
I think you get points for destroying other cars and points I don't know how it works, but it's just fun.
Yeah.
So F1 though is like the top of the echelon, and it's like when you see those like United Arab Emirates sailboat races, there's like multi-million-dollar sailboats that are racing around this harbor in the UAE or Abu Dhabi or Dubai. Or whatever.
Yeah, they do they go from one country to another country.
Yeah, they're crazy, and that's like the richest of the rich are participating in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So F1 is a global phenomenon. It's like FIFA, where it's like there's more people watch F1 and FIFA than we would ever imagine in America, because we're so America-centric here that we're like, who watches that shit? Mm-hmm. And it's become more and more popular. I have a feeling that that's probably why this was nominated for Best Picture, is that the Academy wanted to get more people into
F1?
No, the F1 people to get into the movies.
Oh, okay.
Like bring that audience into our world.
Mixing worlds here.
Yeah, it's almost like when Taylor Swift started dating
Kelsey.
Travis Kelce, and was like, she's at all the games. Okay, we got to have a Taylor Swift cam.
All right, let's get Taylor Swift fans into football, and let's get football fans into Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't know about that second part, but but yeah, it was a real thing, and it's like attendance increased and audience viewing increased with that. So I think there's probably something to that, but that's what F1 is, Formula One.
Yeah. Cargo fast.
Very fast.
Yes.
Like you have no idea how fast.
Very fast. And this is nominated for Best Picture.
Yes.
For some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And we both watched it. It's streaming on Apple TV. It is an Apple original movie. There was a lot of bidding wars, I guess, with this movie, but ultimately Apple and Warner Brothers won out in those said wars. The score was done by Hans Zimmer. And
yeah, that's fun.
The cinematography by Claudio Miranda, who also did Top Gun Maverick. And if you've seen Top Gun Maverick, you've seen this movie.
Kind of seen this movie, yeah.
Just instead of jets, it's cars.
Yeah.
We watched it. Let's get some initial thoughts going. Pete.
Well, before I get into my initial thoughts, I got to comment on the fact that this is not our normal type of movie that we watch. We don't really have we done a sports biopic or like a kind of like a bro movie in a way.
Bro movie.
It's kind of like a dad movie that hasn't fully developed into a dad movie yet. Like in 20 years, this is going to be like a prototype dad movie.
Have we done it? Have we not done a movie like this?
I'm not saying we haven't. It's just not what normally we're going after. We're kind of looking for maybe something a little bit more of the artistic quality or ultra schlocky,
Yeah.
or like a genre pick or something like that.
That has something of note.
Yes.
I guess.
So I feel like we need to get into the mindset.
You know what I feel like? A mother effing beer.
That's right. We got some brews here. Denied at the Gate West Coast IPA from Flatland, which is going to be closing soon, actually.
Actually?
Yeah.
Really?
So we're going to be drinking some of this. Cut a show here. Get into the mindset. Hold on. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
To Playdate.
Playdate.
That's a fine beer.
There's a closing?
They're closing.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know any specifics. I just know it's happening.
I did not hear that.
It really sucks. Yeah.
Well, now I gotta look it up.
It's like five blocks from here. It's really close to
I know. Finally.
I drive my e-scooter over there sometimes.
Now I gotta look it up.
It's like a pandemic. Track 7 closed. What are the other ones in Sacramento that closed?
Device closed. Where did you see that they were closing?
I just know a lot of people that go there on the regular.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people that were really depressed about it because they're like twice a week patrons.
Tilted Mash.
Yeah, Tilted Mash, also right around the corner from here.
That closed a couple years ago. But anyway, back to F1.
Yeah. So my initial thoughts.
Yeah, initial thoughts.
Okay, so I like cars.
I like cars.
It's a known thing. I'm a car guy, as most people would know me as.
It's kind of my thing.
It's my trade. It's my one of my passions, one of my biggest passions. But I'm not a racing guy. I've never really been a racing guy. I like my cars low and slow. I like them to look cool, be cool, and I don't really care about going fast too much.
Yeah.
Like if it really matters, they can wait, you know? I don't need to get there fast. And if I do, I'll take my daily driver because, I can zoom around in it without being, with all eyes on me. I don't want to be driving in a fancy car and also going 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's like attention seeking. You're going to get easy to get pulled over.
And how can people soak in the
Yeah,
car
the
that you're
cool.
driving? If you're driving,
I know. I want people to get the thumbs up and hey, that's a great car. Get the next generation of young kids to be like appreciate cool cars and old classic cars and stuff. So I think my closest, I've been to one NASCAR event, hated it. At Sonoma Raceway, which used to be called Sears Point. But I've been to a few drag races and vintage drag races, and those are cool. But it's really a testament to like mechanical engineering. It's not really. I mean, it is driving. You have a person in there, hitting the pedal,
hitting the gas, and turning the wheel.
You got to keep it straight and shift and all that kind of stuff. But but really, it's about the engine, and the driver is a big component of it. But if you don't have a big ass, highly tuned, highly performance engineered engine, you're gonna, because it's a straight line. Drag racing is a straight line.
Yeah,
quarter mile generally. So, and the really fast pro alcohol dragsters, they're doing 320, 340 miles an hour.
Yeah,
in a quarter mile.
Yeah,
it's like a fucking rocket. And there's a person in there like trying to just keep it in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's the closest I've ever been to that sort of thing. And when I tell you, I've got pit passes. I've been down on the strip when they're taking off, launching. And when I tell you that it's unlike anything you've ever felt before, it really is shocking. You can feel it in your bones when the car takes off.
Yeah.
It's so percussive and insanely powerful, these machines. And F1 is... F1 cars they're like, if that's a muscle car, because those drag race cars are high horsepower, all horsepower, heavy torque, but they do one thing. They go on full speed and then they're off. These cars have to last a long time. They have to have highly tuned suspension to be able to take corners and this and that. And the steering wheels themselves are like looking at the dash of a space shuttle.
Yeah,
there's so much shit in there for them to do. So, you look at NASCAR and it's like take a left turn, hey, another left, and this next one go left.
Yeah, watch out, there's a left turn coming up.
Yeah, there's a next. Yeah, careful. Head on a swivel, left turn coming. And these are complex tracks with the best drivers in the world who spend their entire life doing it, and you're pitted against, and it's like, I don't know, 30 or 40 teams, something like that.
Yeah.
And so you are quite literally considered in the top 100 drivers in the world. And you're competing against the other 99 top 100 drivers in the world. Yeah. So there's no room for error, and the mistakes cost literally a crash can cost, $10 million to rebuild a car.
Yeah.
Unbelievable cost.
Yeah.
Unbelievable cost. So I have immense respect for what it is. I've never followed F1 in the real world.
Yeah.
But movies like this, like when you watch like Rush or what was the other one?
Ford v Ferrari.
Ford v Ferrari. Ford v Ferrari is a type of race that I really like. It's called the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Yeah, it's the 24-hour race, which is like another just
insane,
exhaustive
race.
Yeah, it's an insane concept.
Isn't that where this movie starts? F1. Isn't that what they're doing?
No, they're doing Daytona.
Which is a similar type of thing where they're like taking shifts and driving.
Most of those races they do shifts. In at least it's not a 24-hour thing, but a lot of those races it's a long term.
Yeah.
24 hours of Daytona? Maybe it is another 24-hour race.
So we got Shea Wiggum in the very beginning of that movie.
I know, for a hot second I was sad he never come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, these movies do a good job of like taking somebody who's not in that world and putting them into it and going, this is how it works, and these are the moving pieces, and this is, it's not what you think. It's not just driving in a circle or whatever.
Technicality.
Yeah, there's strategy, and there's obviously money behind it, and what does that mean, and like the politics behind it, and the governing bodies, and all this shit, and it's like this movie does a very good job of that. But so do a million other movies of this ilk,
Yeah.
And it's like watching a good sports movie. Like when I watched Hustle, that Adam Sandler movie, basketball movie, a couple years ago, I was like, now that's a really good sports movie. Kind of predictable, but there was some beats that didn't line up with what you would expect. This is not that. This is really 100% predictable.
Yeah.
Like me and Brianna were watching this, and I was like, what do you think is going to happen next? You think he's going to leave the nightclub early? She goes, yeah, he's going to leave my nightclub early and maybe go watch old race footage. And then immediately he leaves the nightclub early. His agent's pissed off about it. He kind of has a sobering moment, and he takes Sonny's side seriously. And then you're like, okay, wow. And there's probably going to be one. I mean, it's about as down the middle of a plot that you can get.
Yeah.
And when you look at the other writer, it's Joseph Kosinski, and Aaron Kruger is the other writer who wrote the screenplay for Dumbo, Transformers: Age of Extinction, Transformers: Dark of the Moon, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, The Brothers Grimm, The Ring, the
original.
The
American
Gore Verbinski one.
Yeah.
The Ring 2, Reindeer Games, Scream 3. So just pretty kind of standard Hollywood fare. That's, what you're getting. You're walking into it and you're ordering a cheeseburger and you get a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
nothing that blows you away.
Yeah.
That's the plot and that's the story. And for that, I was underwhelmed. But the production was, in my opinion, just great. You have to compare this to Top Gun Maverick because it's like Joseph Kosinski tackled the sky and told a story in the sky and filled these fighter jets full of high quality cameras and made something amazing. And they did the same thing on these cars and loaded up all these cars with these high quality cameras and made something really amazing.
Yeah.
It's less impressive on a car than it is on a jet. So
it's literally grounded.
The stakes are lower to the ground. And it's not like that made it worse, but by comparison, I was like, yeah, it's very, very good. Very good. Took years to shoot.
Good job, Joe.
Years to shoot. Yeah. And props to him. I'm going to bury my lead a little bit, but it's a 4-star movie for me. And it would have been like a 3.5, maybe even a 3, hadn't it not been for how great it looked with the camera innovations and just how extensive they did a great job telling stories on the track. And that final race was a beautifully done story of the climactic race. And you're like, because to me as a race layman, as much as I am a car fanatic, I am a baby when it comes to the race world. And a lot of times I think to myself, I mean, just keep the tight track, keep on the inner side, wait for your opponent to slip up a little bit and pass them on the outside. And that's kind of it, right? Over and over again, right? I can't imagine how it would be considered a team sport in racing because it's you, one guy in the car.
Yeah.
But they have multiple teammates on the track, and there is strategy there, and running blocks and running, when to pit and intentionally crashing a car maybe.
Yeah. I
don't know how much that really happens in the real world, but in this hyper dramatized version of it, it was very entertaining in that part.
Mm-hmm.
So I did feel though that the middle part where it's like they crash and they crash and then they crash again and then he takes a break and then he comes back and they crash again. I'm like, how many cars do they have?
I know.
He's been on dire straits monetarily. He's $340 million in the hole at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then they crash like 9 cars.
And they're already the lowest performing.
Yes. They're the Oakland A's of Moneyball.
Yeah.
And they just killed 3 of their starting players and had to buy new ones.
Yeah.
They have no money.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of that was like, okay, can I see a little win maybe? It seems just less realistic when you're like lost, shit the bed, and then spoiler alert, they both win at the very end. I mean, he doesn't finish, but they win. Essentially, he's in first place the entire time. There was a scuffle with Lewis Hamilton, real like pro.
Yeah,
and Brad Pitt wins.
No, the kid wins.
No,
that's right.
Yeah,
no, that's right.
He's gonna give it to him, and then they crash up.
Yeah,
Speed Racer style.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it's like it just feels like that kind of came out of nowhere. Like they didn't earn that in a way, Mm-hmm. So it was very good at a lot of things and super campy and schmaltzy in others. So, but I still had fun with it.
Cool.
Now it's time for a mother effing beer.
Yeah. I wish I had a mother effing beer when I was watching this.
I was drinking sour grapes.
Oh,
which is cognac, like it's whiskey sour, but with cognac to the whiskey.
Oh, okay.
So I was enjoying it.
Ew.
No, it's good.
That bartender went
yeah. We went to a bar and I ordered that, and the guy's like, gross, but okay.
Yeah, I felt that this movie was way too long.
That's true. I forgot to mention that.
I enjoyed the spectacle of the racing moments, the racing scenes. That's really the only parts of the movie that I cared about, because the relationships or the characters that they're trying to make these emotional connections with, I didn't care. Because the relationship between Sonny Hayes and Joshua Pierce is that he's old man who thinks he knows better, and he's a young man who thinks he knows better. And they have a sort of like clashing relationship throughout the whole time for the most part. And there isn't really a good arc in that part of the story. I don't feel like they really had great chemistry, and the predictable moment of when Kerry Condon and Brad Pitt make eye contact in their first introduction. I'm like, yeah, of course,
yeah,
that's gonna happen at some point. Enemies to lovers, sort of trope in that regard. And sort of enemies to friends, I guess, in the end. Although I didn't really think that they were ever really that friendly with each other until the very end of the whole thing.
Of him and JP?
Yeah,
Sonny and JP.
And the other part of the movie that I didn't like was all not the score of the movie that Hans Zimmer did, but there were like these songs that were playing,
like the needle drops.
That I wouldn't even call them needle drops necessarily. They sounded like royalty free music.
Oh.
Like the songs that were playing that had lyrics and everything that sounded like some like trap music or some EDM or something that was like kind of hyper specific to this part of the story that was happening. It just kind of felt like I've never heard this song before, and I've never heard it on. It sounds like something that would be on the radio, but it doesn't feel like it's made by anybody that anybody knows.
Yeah, I Shazammed a few songs, and I'm like, I've never heard of these people.
Like it kind of like
this Don Tolliver.
Like the song sounded like that one Italian guy who made a song that was like gibberish, but it made to sound like it's American.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like I've heard this I've heard many versions of every one of these songs, but none of these songs are real. They found that seems like they just went on this high quality royalty free website and got all these. The score, it was like Hans Zimmer was channeling like his Daft Punk like side.
It felt
or Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor.
Just gonna say, felt like it took a couple notes out of Challenger's soundtrack.
Yeah,
or score.
This movie has a great look. The cinematography is impressive with the car stuff, but again, it's like we already saw this kind of with jets. The cameras in this case are even smaller than the ones on the jets, apparently, because I guess they could fit like I think it was 5 cameras on the cars at once. And they're actually racing. Like Brad Pitt and Joshua Pierce are actually driving these cars. And Brad Pitt, I think, logged like 6,000 race miles.
Wow.
Track miles or whatever.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, they were driving at fucking 180 miles per hour around these tracks, which seems like a safety thing, but they did it.
You ever driven 180 miles per hour?
No.
Fastest I've ever gone was 145, and it was very fast.
I've been on a plane that goes pretty fast. I didn't feel it, but
I mean, in these cars on that track, I mean, even 180 miles an hour that's really impressive.
Yeah. Another element of this movie that I thought was funny is that because you brought up Moneyball, I thought this movie was similar to Moneyball in the sense that Brad Pitt's there and he is gaming the system in their favor to get him wins.
Yeah, exactly.
In Moneyball, he's using statistics to get runs or walks or whatever. And for me, Moneyball was about a sport, which I don't like, and made it interesting, and it's a great movie. And then once again, he's in another movie a sport that I'm unfamiliar with, and not really interested in, and he's made it slightly more interesting.
Slightly.
But this one has more of like the spectacle quality of it. Moneyball is more of a drama, with great music.
It's really not about the game; it's about the machinations of the game.
Yeah,
this one is about the performance.
Yeah, and it was a very fine movie. I guess I don't know. I don't understand why it's Oscar nominated.
I told you.
That still doesn't make sense to me. I don't see why anyone would want to, like, the Hollywood would want to be like, let's get F1 fans in here.
There's so many of them because they want to re-inject life.
I guess, but like, I don't know.
It's like selling out theaters with the Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
People were pissed off about that. It's like, great, bring more people to movie theater. Remind them that they're there before they go away.
Yeah, it's like a weird necessary evil.
Yeah.
Necessary, I wouldn't call it evil, but it's necessary. Just like, we need the money.
It's like when you start playing a video game and you're like, oh man, this game's really fun. And then you realize that the community is super toxic and you're like, ugh.
I still like the game though.
or a movie or a TV series you like or something like that, or a band.
Yeah. Just a stan culture or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was okay, I guess. It's like a B movie for me. The spectacle or like the cinematography and all that wasn't like quite enough. There was a couple moments where like during the race scenes were really cool and really fun.
Yeah.
I really just wanted more of that. They tried to like ham fist like his like he had an accident years ago and he hasn't been seen in 30 years. And I'm like, we get glimpses of that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really care. Like none of that is really carrying over to his current state.
Sure.
It's not really affecting him in any way, like it doesn't really come into play at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, I can't get behind the wheel because I'm going to crash again.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have like trauma like that.
Mm-hmm.
There are moments where he has like a dream about it.
Yeah.
But you don't really see the severity. Like, he hurt his back.
Yeah.
And then you see you see a scar or something.
Yeah. He had a serious
spinal fusion
injury
or something. It's movie Pro Spinal Fusion.
Yeah.
Pro Spinal Fusion propaganda. Is that what this movie is? But yeah, it was fine. It was too long for what it gave me. It could have benefited from like a bigger screen or bigger speakers or whatever, like at the theater experience. But I feel like I would have like I could have waited for that. If I
Yeah. We dimmed the lights, turned the volume up, put on surround sound instead of the TV speakers, and I checked over with Brianna a few times as we were watching it, and she had checked out most of it. So she was barely there.
Yeah. Honestly, that Gran Turismo movie, I kind of like that better.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Gran Turismo was very fun and innovative, and the story was something that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
And while there are some familiar beats, it was refreshing, where this was exactly what I was expecting,
and even more of what you might expect. It was just, it was very predictable in the beats. There's a lot of elements of it though that like I was not aware of that I thought was pretty cool in terms of like the F1 world. Like Carrie Condon's on there, like 3D printing car parts. Like she's just like designing things or like creating new parts of the car, or how hard wheels, soft wheels, all that kind of stuff. How like the slight, like they're like dealing in centimeters or millimeters worth of like material or whatever. Like there's that moment where the one of the pit crew members leaves a drill or a impact wrench.
Yeah.
Like, and it rides over it. And I'm like, and then there was that was kind of a big deal. And I was like, did that cause damage to the tire, or did that just like slow him down like by a millisecond? Like
they're talking, I mean, everything is within milliseconds.
But is that what he was mad about? It wasn't really super clear.
She was slow on the removal of the tire, of the wheel, slow on the replacement, and running over the tool could potentially cause tire damage.
Yeah.
And tire selection, the type of tire and when you change it is a huge part of racing.
Yeah, because the movie, like they're like talking about like, all right, you need to pit, you can change your tires, and like there was moments where like Sonny Hayes was like, no, I gotta stay out, or like tell him to stay out longer. You know,
well, because you think about it, there's so much life on a tire, and if it gets to a low level and you're on the perfect asphalt of the track, you're less likely to do damage to it. But if the rubber starts getting thinner and thinner, and then you hit the berm, or you hit a tiny piece of debris or a rock or something like that, and then it punctures the tire, you can lose minutes trying to get the car back on the track, or you just get DNF'd, which did not finish.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to be safe enough to get the tire replaced before it needs replacement. But if you're able to basically skip an entire pit while everybody's in the pit, they're coming to a complete stop while you're just zooming around the track.
Yeah.
So it's a huge part of racing.
Yeah. And like the idea of like other races like NASCAR or the Indy 500 or this, where you do like cars go pit, change your tires, like they lose their place if cars keep going.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why these pit crews are like insanely fast.
Yeah. 3.5 seconds to get a car, all the tires changed and back on the road.
Yeah. And then there's other elements of it that I didn't quite understand. Like, oh, you have to let this guy through. Like
if you're basically being lapped, like you're so far behind that the person at the front, and you're basically blocking him from making more progress.
Right.
They're just like, get the fuck over, or we're going to give you a penalty.
Yeah.
And penalties are a thing too. Intentionally rubbing. There's a phrase, rubbing is racing. That's like,
yeah,
you can't just get by for free. I'm going to rub.
Yeah.
Or at least make it hard for you.
I did like him gaming the system, him like intentionally clipping cars or wrecking to like bring out the safety cars to then slow everybody else down to give his teammate a moment to essentially catch up with everybody else.
Even on his first race.
Yeah, the late start thing.
Pretending like he couldn't start the car.
Yeah.
So his tires are warm when they actually get to the start point.
Yeah. That's so like, it's like, that it like makes that much of a difference, even though it is like very negligible, like that. But that negligible difference like could be the win or the loss.
Especially at the beginning when the whole pack is tied up really tight, everyone's jockeying for position, and honestly, a lot happens in those first like 10, 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. And if you have warm tires and you can get in and out of the pack much easier than the guys with hard tires.
Yeah,
cold equals hard.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of funny, like Brad Pitt, like when they go to Vegas and they play poker at that table.
Yeah, and
I was like, this feels very familiar. Brad Pitt in Vegas playing gambling.
Yeah. What, like Ocean's 11?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did not see him eat very much in this movie.
He ate some chips, pretty sure. I saw that.
It's not much.
I need some chips.
Not much, yeah.
Yeah, not a full meal or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, those are like mainly the things I didn't like about it, which is just like the overall story beats of the characters and everything. And then they introduce like the antagonist, like the sort of corruption going on, I guess, with like that guy on the board.
Yeah.
Who's like, he wants to essentially to tank the team. Like he wants him to toss the race.
The second he was introduced, I was like, he's gonna be a bad guy.
Yeah,
because he's like, yeah, the board wants us to fail. He's the only one that wants us to succeed. I was like, that's not true.
Yeah,
the guy that looks like Lance Armstrong.
Yeah,
I had to look him up and make sure it wasn't him.
Menzies.
Yeah, Tobias Menzies,
which I've seen in other stuff. I think Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's the same plot as Major League. The person on the board wants it to fail so they can sell it and move it somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a plot of other like other things.
Yeah, it's heated or warmed over shit.
Yeah.
There's some good trivia here. I'll just kind of go down. Brad Pitt made $30 million for this. $30 million, biggest salary of his career.
I don't know why that some number seems low to me.
Really?
For him anyway, at this point.
Yeah. I mean, he's like probably one of the most recognizable actors on the planet. Him and Tom Cruise, I think.
Yeah.
I think him, Tom Cruise, Denzel.
Yeah.
Anybody else you can think of?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks probably. That's a good call.
The Rock.
Okay, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. He's an igneous figure. He's not a human. So yeah, that's his biggest. And he's worked with Apple TV on movies before. He had Wolves with George Clooney.
Wolves.
Yeah.
George Clooney also.
Oh yeah, George Clooney. You're right. That's a good one. Let's see here.
He is like, the way his character is treated is very similar to how Tom Cruise's character is treated in Top Gun. Like,
it's the same movie.
Like it's the two shots of him like there he is.
Yeah.
There's the guy. There's the movie star.
Yeah. Walking
down the street.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Shirt unbuttoned a little too far.
Yeah, it's like he is a movie star, right? Like he is what you would call like a movie star for sure. Especially at this point in his career.
Well, that's why Damien Chazelle casted him for Babylon.
Oh yeah.
He said he wanted somebody who didn't pretend to be a movie star, who was like really was him.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anybody else that could be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about his van? I'm curious to think, because I have my own thoughts about his van. Did you even register at all as any thoughts?
Like a camper van. Oh, not camper van, but it's like a Winnebago or something.
So first thoughts. Okay.
It's Cliff Booth.
Kind of, yeah. I feel like Cliff Booth would love that van.
Yeah. I didn't really think about the van. Is there something to ponder about the van?
A lot, actually.
Is this just because he lives in it?
For one, when he first gets into the van, when he's driving away from Shea Wiggum with his $5,000 check or whatever for winning.
Only $5,000?
I know. It's whatever. He's yeah.
Okay.
So when he's driving away, you hear him turn the engine on, and boy, does that sound good. That is a healthy sounding engine. The first thing when he turned it on, I looked at Brianna. I was like, "That's a healthy car."
You hear that?
That's a healthy van. And she's like, "Healthy? What does that mean?" I'm like, it just sounds good. Like it's robust.
Yeah.
The engine is firing on all cylinders, literally and figuratively. And it's also got a solid front axle conversion, which is normally front suspension on most cars and trucks is what you'd call like a double wishbone, upper control arm, lower control arm. You have a steering rack, which is the tie rods that just moves the wheel in and out, and then a knuckle that connects the upper and lower control arm. But they're all mounted to the frame of the truck. Solid front axle is like how a truck has a rear solid axle, just like an axle tube and then leaf springs that hold it in place instead of control arms.
Okay.
They do the same thing up front. They put a solid front axle up front and then make it a pivoting, almost very similar style, but it's like a 4-wheel drive essentially. You can't do that if it's like not lifted up because you have to make room for all that shit under the car.
Yeah.
And that thing was probably, I don't know, 6 or an 8-inch lift on it, with the solid front axle conversion. It was designed to be driven off road and like a real utility vehicle, not just a.
Well, when it's driving at the end, when he's on the dunes, or
yeah,
I was like, damn, that looks good.
Yeah,
like it looks like it. Well, like
it's purpose built is what they call.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's not built just to look cool, but it does. But it's also built for it's a purpose built vehicle. And I was looking at that, I'm like, God, I would love that. And to most people, it would just look like a old van.
Yeah, yeah.
But to those in the know, it is a very cool. You would call that like an excursion or an expedition vehicle, because it's got the ability to. It's got like there's the kind of built-in ladder on the side. It's got surfboard storage on the side. It's got the luggage rack on top, and essentially any of those that are essentially designed to be lived out of or lived off road for extended periods of time on an excursion or an expedition. You need to be able to pack that thing full of shit. So you need a little bit of extra horsepower because you're lugging a lot of weight. In theory, you're lugging a lot of heavy supplies that you're going to be living off of for long periods of time.
Yeah.
And it needs to be able to go places with pretty knobby tires, a big higher suspension for clearance, and a solid front axle does not hurt. And reliable, and the engine sounded fucking good. So I like that's an interesting build, and you can tell that whoever put that as his choice of vehicle, they could have made him and put a shitty ass old Astro van. He's converted to have a bed in the back, because they kind of like talk shit about him, like, oh yeah, you're living in a van. It's a nice van. It's nice. It's built with a purpose, and it's like I could see that guy belongs in that car. So the attention to detail on that I appreciated.
Yeah. And then he wins the race. Like he tries to give it to the kid first.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Go get it, kid."
Yeah.
And then because they're in like first, second, third place with him and Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
And then the kid and Lewis Hamilton get into a wreck. And then he gets to go ahead to basically win the race. And something that he didn't do or didn't get to do when he was 30 years younger. So that's like his redemption arc for his former life, which we know very little about other than that he crashed. And then he finishes that, and just like in the beginning of the movie, he just kind of disappears a little bit after saying a couple goodbyes.
More dragons to slay.
And then, and
he goes off to race Baja
in Ensenada or Mexico or whatever.
Yeah. Which is its own amazing sort of race.
Yeah.
Could talk about that for a while.
And then he's
in that scene though, Joseph.
What scene?
In the final scene where he wins.
Oh, okay.
There's some foreshadowing where he's talking to Carrie Condon, and she's like, "Why do you do it? You know, what are you chasing?" And he's like, "I know it sounds cheesy, and it doesn't happen often, but when I feel like I'm one with the road and I'm connected, and all the noise of the world drowns out, and it's just silence, me and the road." And I was like, me and Brianna looked at each other, and she goes, how much you want to bet he wins the race? Or at the very least, he's in the final stretch of the race. And all the audio goes quiet. It's zoomed in on just his face driving. He's kind of basically in the zone. He's in the flow, or whatever the hell they want to call it.
Is this before the race or after the race?
This is in Vegas, when they're connecting at Vegas at some point.
So it's before the race.
Before the race.
Before the final race.
It's kind of, it's probably like an hour before the end of the movie. So
is this after they banged?
Either before, I think it is after, because when they're canoodling after the fact.
On the balcony?
Yeah. And then Max and JP crash. He's left in the lead, and he gets into the flow state, into the zone.
Yeah.
And exactly that happened.
Yep.
And I looked at it. We just kind of shared knowing glances at each other. We're like, that's fucking, you could expect it from an hour ago. We knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
It diminished it in that regard because it was so predictable, but it was cool.
Yeah.
It worked. It was effective.
The initial crash, like the first big crash with the kid, the young guy.
Oh, when he flips off the side, it's on fire.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That was shocking to see. And like the audio cutting was like pretty effective in that regard.
That fire was no joke too.
Yeah. I'm like, how is he not dead already?
That's why they wear fire suits.
Yeah.
Those race suits are actually called fire suits.
And even if not from the fire, just from the tumbling and all that stuff.
They're very safe.
It's
very safe cars.
It's crazy to to think of that car like that is considered safe.
Mm-hmm.
Car designed to drive 200 something miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's like but it's like as brittle as like a dandelion.
Yeah, it's like spun sugar.
Yeah, it's like cotton candy. You just get it wet and it just disintegrates. Yeah, all the other technical elements, like the things of like them building the combat car was interesting. And like that whole room of like this
the wind tunnel,
like because they're traveling to these other places, these other countries, to race. How do they have all the access to these things?
That's at their home office. Then they travel, and then the next day they're racing.
It's still weird to me. It's because it was just like the timeline of things. Like
it's very Hollywoodized.
It was not like because they're in Abu Dhabi or something, and then they're back in like the lab, and then it's like they're back in this other country, and then it's like like the timeline of things was not super clear. So I made it seem like they had access to all this stuff all the time.
It does seem like that, and it's Hollywoodized in a big way. Like those shops where they work on the cars.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who's on a race team, as a mechanic, and actually I have two friends that do that, and it's not that glamorous. It's cool. Yeah. It's way nicer than any shop I've ever worked in, but it's not like, it doesn't look like a future. It doesn't look like NASA,
I know all of the buildings that they're in, like their headquarters. I was like, what is this? Like Elon Musk Cybertruck building in the like countryside of Ireland or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she's riding her bike to work, going through some like cows that are like being herded away or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's driving his Range Rover. And then there's this long like man-made lake with a driveway into this future building. They're like, even on the track, their like garage is like super clean, super fancy. It looked like a more modern minimalist version of the Nostromo when they're eating dinner. Like,
yeah.
It was like all white padded. There's like the lighting is just perfect. Like has like this aesthetic.
To a degree, there is some of that in the racing world, specifically in F1. Like if you were to look up Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, they actually showed the building in the movie.
Yeah,
it is like a sci-fi movie level, like an evil villain lair.
Oh yeah,
almost like a compound.
Yeah,
a huge red triangular shaped building that just spans miles. It's crazy.
Yeah,
because Ferrari's that's their color, red.
That's what
red.
they do.
Yeah,
that's their thing. Horses and red.
Horses in red. Yeah. Do you know about Lamborghini and Ferrari?
I know that they're cars.
Do you know about like their rivalry, about how Lamborghini started?
No.
So we have Ford v Ferrari. Of all the racing movies, probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I don't even know. I don't think it's close. I think it's like easily my favorite.
Who did that movie?
James Mangold.
That's right.
Yeah, and Ford and Ferrari they were beefing, but it was like Henry Ford II beefing with, I think it was Enzo Ferrari. I think it was
Ferrari Jr.
No, I think it was Enzo. I think it was original Enzo Ferrari.
Oh, okay.
It's just an old man, but that was over a race, like a specific race. It was the Le Mans, right? We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they had who made Ferrari? Who made that one?
Michael Mann.
Yes.
With Adam Driver?
Not good. Yeah, did not like that.
Isn't that just about him making the car?
Enzo Ferrari's rise. Yeah. I was not a huge fan of that one, but the original Ferrari, Enzo, they made that movie about, he got into beef with the founder of Lamborghini, who was a farmer, and Lamborghini manufactured tractors back in the day. He bought the owner of Lamborghini tractors, bought a Ferrari, hated it, said it was a piece of shit. He said it broke down so often and he couldn't get parts for it because Ferrari wouldn't manufacture parts and the parts were garbage anyways. So he basically wrote to them and said, you guys need to do a better job. Quality sucks. Can't even get a starter for this car.
What year is this?
1950s, 1960s, something like that,
In Italy?
Yeah, in Italy. And he wrote to them and they basically told him to fuck off, we're the best. And he's like, I could build a better car than you. And he built his first Lamborghini supercar to compete with a Ferrari.
Was his name Lamborghini?
Yeah, that's his last name.
Oh.
And Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Just like a jacuzzi, that's their last name.
It's so crazy that his name just fit.
Now what we think about it, retroactively, we're like, oh, it's a Lambo.
Yeah.
That was his name.
What do they call them? Lambo.
Maybe they did, yeah. But yeah, he and now for my money, the Lamborghini is the superior performance vehicle than a Ferrari. Ferraris are a little bit more, still have a little bit of prestige to them, but a Lamborghini is it's like a fucking spaceship compared to a Ferrari, which is a performance driving vehicle. Like a Lamborghini is like a hypercar almost, where a Ferrari would be like a supercar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
a little bit of history there for you.
History lesson, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else about this movie that was interesting?
I mean,
Cheers.
No, not really.
You know what I feel like? A mother effing beer.
Damn right. I wish that the royalty-free rock song that was in the background of that would extend a little further on that drop. I guess the only last thing I would say is people have said that Joseph Kosinski has conquered the air with the Best Picture nomination with Top Gun Maverick, and how he's conquered the road with the Best Picture nomination for F1 the movie. And next he's going to conquer the water because he's directing Miami Vice. And there's a lot of boat action in Miami Vice.
It's interesting because those guys aren't in the original Top Gun. They're in the Navy, aren't they?
Yeah, Navy.
Yeah, which is on the water.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he didn't direct the original Top Gun.
Well,
but in the new one, are they also in the Navy?
Yeah, it's Navy. Also.
Okay, then it's also in the water.
Yeah, but they're in the sky.
Yeah, but why are they in the sky if they're in the water?
Because they have to land somewhere.
Why do they have to land on the water?
They have to land on the boat. They have to land on because they got to fly from America to Russia or wherever that fake country is that they're invading.
Yeah, they don't never name the countries.
They don't even show the skin color of the people, so they can't be accused of being racist.
You just put your own prejudices in there.
We're not racist. You are.
I bet that guy in there is Chinese.
Yeah. Pretty sure they were Asian.
Oh, he's definitely.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to the Miami Vice, directed by Kosinski.
Yeah. Well, the last one we got was Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx.
Also Michael Mann. Yeah.
Was it Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also Michael Mann, right?
Oh, okay. Who also did Collateral, right?
Yeah.
With Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise, who was also in Top Gun.
It's like a circle.
Oh, God. It goes deeper.
Have you seen Miami Vice, the movie?
No. 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 I've seen Collateral. That's almost...
You should watch it. It's really good. It's a total vibe movie.
Who is it? Oh, we just
named it. You just named it. So, so I'm gonna give us A-. It's almost a B+, but I just think the technical aspect elevated enough for me. And I'm cynical because we watch a fuck ton of movies and, yes, it's predictable. Okay, crucify me as a movie for being predictable. But it's that's a lot of movies are like that. I don't want to grade it too harshly just because it's in the Best Picture category. So I don't want to heap the bias on it.
Who put that shit in there? That's what I want.
The Academy. They want the numbers.
They admitted that they don't even watch some of these movies.
Not this year. You must. I don't know how they figure that out, but you gotta log in. But so, anyways, I the production elevates it to like an A- level. Otherwise, it probably would be like a B, maybe even a B-. Yeah. But the quality of production and the overall scope of the production and the scale of the story that they're telling is monumental. It makes it seem like if this was all AI generated, who gives a fuck? But they went out there and they did all this shit with these cars. They filmed for 2 years on this shit.
Yeah, and actual
real
races.
They were F2 cars, but on real tracks. Yeah,
yeah,
real shit
during some actual Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's your dad's gonna love it. A-.
Yeah, I don't think he would be able to stay awake till we finish this movie.
Get it about 2 hours, maybe a tiny bit less than 2 hours.
Yeah,
hour 55 sounds about right for this.
Yeah, it's like a B movie for me. Nothing I would ever revisit.
Okay,
or recommend. Or
anything. I don't think I would recommend it to my dad. I'd recommend it to my dad.
You might. I don't even know if he would like it. It depends on how he feels about
your
racing.
dad.
Yeah, I don't know how he feels about racing.
If you don't know, he's probably not gonna like it.
But yeah, it's a fine whatever movie.
I would recommend my dad this movie before Miami Vice.
Yeah.
But I would recommend you Miami Vice over this movie.
Okay. Anything else? What are we doing next week?
I don't know. Let's figure it out.
Some of these nominees are rentable.
Okay, let's see. Hamnet
and Sentimental Value are both rentable.
Okay. You pick Hamnet or Sentimental Value.
I picked F1.
Hamnet.
Okay.
I say Hamnet.
All right. I do.
'Cause I want to figure out what the name means more than anything.
It's his kid's name.
Spoilers. Whose kid?
Shakespeare's.
His kid's name is. He wrote a play called Hamlet.
Yeah. As far as I know.
And he's named his kid Hamnet.
I think the kid came first.
What is this? Isn't Hamlet?
Hamlet's Lion King.
Yeah, it's the. What's the guy's name from the Northman?
Oh,
it's an anagram of Hamlet, isn't it?
From Northman.
Yeah, the Northman. Let's see. Northman.
I don't remember the character's name is in Northman.
It's an anagram. It's an anagram of Hamlet.
Anagram? I want one.
Ooh, what's an anagram? I want one. This sounds tasty. Amleth. Skarsgård's character's name is Amleth, which is an anagram of Hamlet.
Oh, anagram is the
It's a jumbled up.
Okay.
Same letters, just jumbled up.
I was thinking of acronym.
You know what?
You know what I feel like? A mother effing beer.
That's right. We need another beer. All right.
This should just be the ongoing thing, just randomly. Just
Yeah,
you know
really.
what I feel like. Just have it always on standby.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're watching another bro movie next week with Hamnet.
Yeah, another big bro movie. Yeah.
Yeah. A mother effing beer.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a fucking Shakespeare, bro. All right, it's a $20 rental. Maybe we can get together and watch it as a group.
$20.
I know. And then after that, what do we have? Sentimental Value.
That's a $10 rental.
And The Secret Agent.
And
I think that's it.
Is that really it?
I think that's it for like Best Pictures.
I think there's one more.
Oscar nominees.
There's 4 that we didn't watch. Was it? Unless we included F1 in that.
Yeah, I think Best. Begonia, Secret Agent, Marty Supreme, Train Dreams, F1, Sinners, Hamnet, Frankenstein, One Battle, and Sentimental Value. Yep.
Really?
Yep. So we just got 3 left.
Cool.
Oh, No Other Choice, which didn't get nominated, but I want to watch.
Yeah, correct.
People are saying it should have been instead of F1.
There's a lot of instead of F1.
Yeah. I don't know if Testament of Anne should be in there, but it should have been nominated for something.
Song,
yes,
music,
song, hair and makeup,
production design, wardrobe,
best birthing scene,
best casting. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
Where do you
anyways,
think casting is going to go to?
Marty Supreme. That's my bet. That's the dark horse.
Yeah, that's good casting because it's not just. It's
You
like
know what I feel like?
everybody else.
A mother effing beer.
Can you hand me that mother effing beer right there?
Another one.
Which one?
Oh, I don't know. Which
one
one do you want?
Which one are you going to drink?
I don't know. Just
you're not even halfway done with that beer.
No.
I'll have the Sapporo.
Okay. Am I supposed to be almost done with this beer?
No, you're not supposed to do anything. Don't let me shame you. I'm just
enjoying the beer.
Yeah, it's a good beer. So is Sapporo.
You hear that?
You know, Heineken is the number 1 selling beer manufactured by Heineken. Okay.
Behind Heineken?
By Heineken.
Oh, by Heineken.
Heineken is the beer and the corporation.
Right.
There's number 2 most popular selling beer manufactured by Heineken, Tecate.
Okay.
Mexican beer.
Oh.
Made by a Dutch company. Who knew? And Corona is now made by Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch.
Oh.
We're losing all of them.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, Hamnet next week. Anything else, Joseph?
No. I mean, I would say watch Playdate, but you can't.
Yeah.
It is on Letterboxd, but you can't log it because you can't watch it.
Yeah. Any plans? Well, you got to get to the festival circuit before we can show it.
Yeah. I don't have the trailer ready to show, but I have.
We'll play the trailer next week, or we'll post it on the Facebook page or something.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Okay, cool. So thank you to our cool ass yard duties over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. If you want to support us on the Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or just watch on the YouTube. It's its own way of supporting without having to spend a dime.
You know what I feel like? A mother effing beer.
I'm going to make that drop longer to get through the gulps. All right. Until next time. Thank you for joining us as we review probably what's going to win Best Picture at the Oscars this year.
Big, high chances.
F1, the movie, the picture.
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Middle Class Film Class and on Twitter at Podcast MCFC.
That's right. Next week, we're going to watch Hamnet, something about Shakespeare, and Jesse Buckley's in there.
Yep.
That's all you need to know. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
See ya.
You know what I feel like? A mother effing beer.
Class dismissed.
I gotta get out of here.
The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
You're free to go.
See you next week.
See you later.
See you later.
That's a wrap.
Great show.